Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So today is going to be a very busy day because as you can see we have a lot of sun today after almost a week. It has been, I wouldn't say it was raining a lot, but it was very cloudy. There wasn't much of sunshine, but today we have a good amount of sun. So I thought I will quickly finish off the major work, which is filtering my aquarium sand. Now you can see the upper layer is already dry, but when I'm going to try to shift, you get the lower sand is still very wet. It's darker in color. It's supposed to be completely light in color. So this is going to take a while. Now this is being done in afternoon sunlight because it will dry faster, but I have a lot of soil that I have to dry. I have another tray. This is most probably done, but a little bit of moisture as you can see. Now if you're wondering why I'm trying to dry it, the reason is because I will have to filter it. I cannot filter the wet sand. It is not going to get filtered, so I have to wait for it to completely dry and then filter it off. So probably today evening, maybe until night, I will be filtering all of this. Hopefully it dries before that. It's not completely dry yet. You can see it's still darker in color. Now the issue is I can put it on a piece of paper and spread it around, but the issue is that if there is strong wind, the sand is going to fly off everywhere. That's why I'm keeping it in this container. This is going to take a very long time, unfortunately, but that's the only option because the wind over here is crazy. If I'm going to put it on if I'm going to spread this on the floor, which will work out really well, but the wind is really strong and I do not want to take a chance because the sand is going to be everywhere. There is a lot of fine sand in this. So I think this is going to take a while, but I'll show you how the fine sand tends to look like. You can see this is something that I had filtered yesterday. You can see how fine the sand is and you can see how compact it has got. So this is the reason why I need to filter that fine sand out. You can see this. If this is in your succulent potting mix along with garden soil, it is going to turn into a concrete kind of a material. We don't want this to happen in our soil mix. That is the reason why I have to filter it out. So this is how I tend to filter. Now if I'm going to just filter it off, you will be able to see there is a very less amount of sand that is going to be left back in the filter. This looks a lot, but after I'm done filtering, there is hardly going to be much of the material. So you can see this is what we will be using for our succulent soil mix. This is that grittiness what we are going to be adding. So we'll have to keep filtering it like this. So this is going to take all day long, and this is how the fine sand looks like. So this is going to take a very long time. As I said, the sand is not dried yet. I have to let it completely dry, then filter it off. I have so much of sand which I have to filter before it gets into my succulent soil mix, which is going to take a very long time. Moving on over here. Now here I have some decor pieces. If you're wondering, do I make it separately? No, I don't. This is only when I have some excess material left from making the pot, because I am creating something. I'm going to show it to you in a while and you are going to be surprised what I have done. After I made that pot, I had a lot of material that was left behind and I don't want to throw it because I've put in a lot of efforts. So I turned them into these small little globes, and what I do is I prefer to use them in my arrangement. Like for example, the arrangement looks a little bit boring, but when you tend to add a small little rock, it looks pretty. I don't know, it looks pretty to me. So this is how it looks when I put a stone. So I have started making these to kind of give a little bit of decor to the pot. So these are all of them, and these are some containers. Basically when I buy some fries, I tend to get some mayonnaise in this containers. I'm kind of a hoarder, you know. If I have to throw something in trash, I think 10 times before throwing it. Maybe it can come in use some later time. So I kept these mayo containers separately. So I'm going to use this as stands. Basically these after I unmold them, I will use them beneath the pot. to give them a stand. So I have 3 of them. I should have one more. I'm not able to find the other container. This was from the excess material that was left off. I made some decor pieces and rest I used them in this to make some legs. Hopefully they come out really well. Now I'm going to show you what exactly have I done. So this is the pot that I was talking about. This is the first time ever I have made such a large HYPERTUFA pot. I didn't had much paper, waste paper, so I used coco peat in this and I created this. It's been 2 days it has been sitting in this. I think I'm going to give another 4 to 5 days because I am very worried about this. Now if you're wondering why am I worried, the issue is that I made the pot but the edges tend to look like they are very thin. I should have made the edges even more thick, but that was a miscalculation and now the edges are very thick. Now I am worried whether this is going to, when I'm going to turn this upside down, will it come in one piece or if it's going to come half, or probably they are going to be stuck to the edges. I am not very sure. Only time will let us know. So what I'm going to do is I will not turn it upside down. I will wait for at least 5 days or maybe a week. I'm just going to keep it aside. I don't want to be in a hurry and unmold it. It has taken me a lot of time to put this together, so I do not want all that hard work to go in waste. If I have to give you an example, it's basically like when you tend to make a dish in a deep pan and it smells good, it looks good, but you are not very sure if when you are going to turn the pan around, will it come in one piece or will the base be stuck to the pan? Is it burnt below? That kind of thing. It's that same kind of feeling I'm having right now. If I'm going to turn this upside down, will it come out in one piece or will the base be stuck to the pot? I have no idea because this is the biggest fear that I have. I made the edges very thin. So wish me luck. I hope when I unmold it, it comes out in one piece. Or what I'm thinking is to take a little bit of cement and just brush it inside so that everything becomes a little strong, because I'm just a little bit worried. I haven't made anything of this length. It's usually the round ones that I tend to make, but nothing of this size. So I am a little bit worried, but I think it should work out. The only fear that I have, as I said, is the edges. They are a little bit thin. It should have been a little bit more thicker, but it's okay. It's already done. It's done because I can't again put anything on it because it's already half cured. It still needs time. This side you can see this is proper. This is nice and thick. It should have been the same for all 4 sides. Only this portion is thick. Rest of that is not very thick. This one is very thin over here, and this is what I'm worried about. I don't want anything to be stuck to the pot and then half of it comes out. So we will get to know in few days. I'll give it a week's time. I'm also going to mist some water in it so that it becomes even more stronger. There is a good amount of grey cement. There is a good amount of coco peat and perlite. Everything has binded well together. I have given it around 15 to 20 minutes of mix. I kept mixing everything together so that the coco peat is completely coated with the cement, and all I can do is just hope that it comes out in one piece. So let's see. So from this, when I made this, whatever extra material was left back, I made these decor pieces and those stands. So that's about it, guys. It's going to be a very busy day for me today. I will probably make another video and then get back in fixing all of this. I'll have to probably do this until night if they all dry up, because I have to keep shuffling the lower soil, getting it up, trying to dry it. So it's going to take a long time. Maybe I might finish it off by tomorrow, but I have to do it latest by tomorrow because I do have a little bit of orders for the soil mix, so I have to complete this process as soon as possible. Otherwise there will be some people that will be waiting for their soil mix forever, so I have to finish this up. Soil mix is very important, so it has to be readily available to the people who are expecting it from me. So I will finish this up and I will make another video because I had a request on a video for a watering of succulents. What are the watering needs for certain types? So I will make that video and then I can continue doing this again. So guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.